Kimberly asks, what are the best ways to market yourself, and what can one do to set yourself apart to ensure your business is successful? So earlier I talked about networking, and I can't stress the power of networking enough. Local businesses will be your advocates as much as you're their advocates by referring business. Other ways that you can market yourself are to have a fantastic website and brand. You really have seconds to capture someone's attention when they go onto your website. I think they say something like 20 seconds. So if your website doesn't load quickly and if your website isn't visually stimulating, someone is not going to stick around. So you want to make sure that your website loads quick and that it's visually interesting and captures their attention so that they stay to learn more. Another thing you can do is learn SEO, which is search engine optimization, and make your website really SEO friendly and SEO driven. You cannot pay to be listed on the first page of Google. That is all coding inside your website that nobody really sees. And so I encourage you to attend an SEO webinar or go to an SEO workshop to learn more about SEO. You can certainly hire a company to do your website's SEO, but my personal opinion is that you should have a really firm knowledge on things in your company that are going to bring you business and that are going to market your business. And if you can maintain and manage this on your own, then you're also saving yourself money while monitoring it yourself. And nobody's a better advocate for your company than you. So, in terms of making sure that the quality control is there and all of that kind of stuff, obviously it's going to be because you're managing it. So you should definitely at least learn about what SEO is and tips and tricks on how to make your website more SEO friendly. But I would say after word of mouth, our business mostly comes from Google search engine ranking. And if you Google Connecticut wedding planner or Connecticut designer, I'm one of the first people on the first page of Google. So that certainly brings a lot of traffic to our website and a lot of inquiries. Another way that you can market your company is social media. So social media is something too that you should attend, a webinar on or a workshop. There are a lot of different, ways to market yourself and your website and your business using social media. But I'm going to give you just a really quick couple of tips. First tip is you need to be engaging. You need to put out information that is relevant and establish an audience, and then put information out that audience wants to read about. I don't use social media to always talk about myself. I don't always use social media to promote myself. I use it to tell a story about me and my business and my life, which people find interesting. And so I would encourage you to use social media in that way. The last thing I like to see when I'm following someone on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or, in any social media capacity is somebody who just, is constantly promoting their business, constantly promoting their agenda. It seems inauthentic to me, and I'm just not a fan of it. And I know a lot of other people aren't. So I would encourage you to, use social media to tell your story, be authentic, engage people. That doesn't mean that you set up an Instagram account or a Facebook account or a Twitter account and you don't follow anyone or you don't engage anyone in what they're putting out there. You need to engage people in an honest and friendly way, and that will help to increase your social media ranking. Social media, Facebook especially, has really done a lot for my business and getting our name out there and getting people to hear our voice and what we have to say stylistically, and it's helped me to really develop a very prospering brand. So imagine that things would be a little bit different if I didn't have social media. And the truth is, everybody's on social media. Even my grandmother, who's 72, has a Facebook page. So everybody is using these outlets, and it's the best way to get in front of someone who might be interested in your service and let them know that you're available. Long gone are the days of the phone book and the yellow pages. I'm not even in the yellow pages. I don't think anybody picks up a phone book to look for a wedding planner. I think people use Google, might come across your work on Pinterest, or might see that their girlfriend liked your Facebook page and might come across it. So, those are really some inexpensive ways to market your business and get your name out there. So just to recap, we have networking, which is really one of the most powerful things you can do, and it's just about your time. It doesn't cost you any money. Maybe a cup of coffee and a little bit of gas. Number 2 is going to be your website and brand, having a good first impression. And number 3 is going to be SEO, optimizing your website for search engine rankings. And then the last is going to be social media, using social media in an honest way to tell your story, whatever your story might be. So I hope that's helped.